Okay, guys, so after yesterday, you should know that this next session is going to be dedicated to the study and work of poetry. And so today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a tool that you guys are going to be using to help you grow as a poet, but also as a reader of poetry throughout this entire unit. Today, I'm going to walk you through what is called our poetry anthology. An anthology is really just a collection of something. And so in this case, this is going to be your collection of poetry. At the end of this unit, you are going to turn in this anthology to me as a part of your grade. And also, you are going to work on this anthology every day of this unit. So some of you are going to want to use this anthology by saving it to your device and going back and opening this Word document each day as we work through this session and doing the work for that page that day. Saving it and then revisiting it the next day and working on the pages for that day. And then by the end of this unit, when it's time to turn this in, you will turn in a digital copy of this to me. Others of you, probably the ones who more than likely come to campus, will want to maybe print this anthology off and work on things hard copy. If that's you, you might need to take some pictures of you and your work as you go through this and turn those pictures in. Either way, all of us are going to be working on our poetry anthology each day of this unit. So let's look at what this includes. Here's the front page of your anthology. The first thing that you guys are going to do today is open up this anthology and save it to your device. When you do that, I want you to make sure that you write your name here, type your name here. The second page of your anthology, and you'll notice there are page numbers at the bottom right-hand corner of each page of this anthology, is your rubric and checklist for this anthology. Here, you are going to see a comprehensive list of everything that you are going to have included in your anthology when you turn it in. Okay? This right here is the first thing that you are going to do. This is kind of your assignment for today. You are going to take the selfie that you did yesterday when you made your I Can't Imagine Life Without project, and you're going to insert that right here into your anthology. And if you notice, the next thing that you guys are going to do is answer this question: what is poetry? You are going to define poetry in your own words, and then also write the definition of the elements of poetry right here. You guys should have both the definition of poetry in your own words and the definition of these elements of poetry in your notes from yesterday. I would like you to transfer what you wrote in your notes to here. Once you do that, and once you finish each thing for each page of this anthology, you are going to save it to your device so that every new version of this anthology is saved. Today, for your assignment, what you're going to do is you're actually going to take a screen clipping of this page, what is poetry and elements of poetry, and turn that in as your assignment so I can see that you did that today. There will be times that I will ask you to do screen clippings of this anthology, and there will also be times that I ask you to take what you do in this anthology, copy and paste it, and put it into a discussion board to ensure that you're doing the work for this anthology. Guys, just know, follow the instructions that I give you, and step by step, if you stay on track with the lessons that I have and the schedule that I have for you, it is going to be easy peasy to finish this all on time. If you go through this anthology, you're going to see that we're going to be working with vocabulary words that are important for poetry. We're going to be doing poet profiles that are about a specific poet. We're going to talk more about that later this week. We're going to really dive into the different types of poetry that there are out there, only some of them because there are many, many different kinds. You're going to learn about specific famous poets and specific elements of poetry that are used in those poems. You guys are going to really have to think about analyzing and understanding poetry and how it makes sense to you. one of the best things about poetry is that it makes us stop and reflect on the poem in front of us, the world around us, and the person that we are. And you guys are really going to get to explore that in this unit. Other things that you are going to be using, if you notice here, I've got a lot of blank page, is you're going to have a lot of creative freedom here to really create your own writing based on the lessons that we do together. You will notice, for example, when we do our haiku poem lesson, you will see an instruction in the lesson that says, turn to page 12 in your poetry anthology. If you notice again, the page number is right here, and this is what you would do. This is where you would turn to in that anthology, okay? The last thing that you guys are going to do is kind of like a culmination, and it's going to be finding a poem that means something to you. That's going to be done the last day of this unit. And I've got some things here for you, and you're going to use the last blank pages here to do this kind of culminating last poetry thing. When you are done with all 14 pages of this, you are either going to save the most recent version of this poetry anthology and turn it in, or as you work through it in a hard copy, you're going to turn this into me as a hard copy on the last day of this unit. Guys, this poetry anthology is going to be a huge benefit for you. So just like the front page of your anthology says, it is time to get this word party started. Let's go.